Yeah.
And it gives you...
Yeah, absolutely.
And it gives you a purpose because you have to feed
Yeah.
your animal.
Absolutely.
So if we didn't feed our
It's
cats...
one of the fundamental things of life, isn't it? Eating and providing.
Mm.
Hey mate, are we friends now? See that? Why did someone's heart, yeah? Through their stomach.
Even Dexter.
You really are bloke, aren't you, mate? Hey. Are we alright now? Okay, one more.
So, Les, why did you become a vet?
Why did I become a vet? One of those things that was in my life the whole way. You know, I grew up in sort of what we call a small holding. Always involved around animals. Used to horse ride competitively. And if I think about it, from a young age, I was destined to be a vet. Didn't see it until I'd finished like 2 years of military service and worked in restaurants and all that sort of jazz, you know. But yeah, there's no other calling for me. I couldn't do it.
So it's a real purpose.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a real
God,
meaning.
yeah. You know, people often bring the finance thing into pet care, and actually most vets that I know don't become vets for financial reward. It's actually all about this.
Love of animals.
Hey mate.
Because
Hey,
Dexter's
mate.
been
Even grumpy ones.
Even grumpy ones like
Even grumpy ones.
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but Dexter's been spreading happiness this week. He's been into schools and extra care homes, and he's been sharing with the children and the adults that we've seen how having an animal can really add to our happiness, improve our well-being and health. I know you know a lot about that.
See it all the time. Yeah, see it all the time. People, you know, it's not uncommon for people to be more concerned about the care of their pet than the care of themselves. Yeah. And I often have to sit there and go, okay, you know, unfortunately everything in the world costs, and sometimes I see people who have very little, basically spending
Give everything.
Everything, and you only do that if they mean everything. So animals give people purpose. They provide a sense of need, you know, and you know, it's generally seen from a health point of view. There's plenty of studies out there to benefit, especially things like heart disease, lowering blood pressure, stress levels, and all tactile. Hey, mister. Hey.
And they give us a lot of joy.
Absolutely.
But as you say, so there's benefits for our physical health, because we have to take our dogs out for exercise.
Yeah.
And I think the latest study I saw that was people who'd had a heart attack live 30% longer if they've got a dog. Because they exercise, but also they've got a purpose and a meaning to carry on living for. And there was another study that people over the age of 65 go to the doctors 30% less if they've got a dog. You know?
I've seen that study.
So this stuff's important.
That's very, very important.
Yeah.
It's all about it lowers, like I say, lowers cholesterol. It's been shown in the study to lower cholesterol. It's generally dog ownership, and I actually think we could actually include other pets as well.
I think so, cats.
Yeah, cats. Yeah. They actually do have an unquantifiable effect on our health, is the way I put it. It's something you can't put a figure on. You know, the relationship between
it's
people.
priceless.
Well, that's what it comes down to, really. Yeah, you know. And I see it all the time, and I think it's more evident, particularly for me it really hits home when we have the older client coming with their pet, and you know and especially if that person maybe has lost a loved one recently, so then becomes very crucial that pet becomes part of their life. You know, and we see it all the time.
We talk about dogs being man's best friend, don't we?
Well, yeah.
Because there is that huge connection.
Absolutely, yeah. But also bear in mind that animals love unconditionally.
They do, unlike a lot of people.
They love, absolutely. Dogs particularly. My cats probably doesn't love me at all, but dogs love...
Dogs are different to
dogs
cats in that
Dogs
respect,
love unconditionally.
I still believe that my cats love me.
I always joke, you've heard the saying, dogs have masters?
Yes, and cats have slaves.
Servants. servants, yes. I believe I'm my cat's butler. There we go. And I understand that. I know where the relationship is, so I'm comfortable with that. No, yeah, but you have to get used to it. Dexter really likes these.
There's something that I found out that just really, really touched me. So there's something called oxytocin.
Yes.
The love drug, the hug drug.
Yes.
And
We use it a lot.
and when we look in each other's eyes, we get that little release of oxytocin, which makes us feel good. The same is true for when we look into our dog's eyes. So when I look into Dexter's eyes, I just feel really good, and I'm getting that little squirt of oxytocin. But they've done a study on a dog's brain and what happens, and they get a little squirt of oxytocin too, and that just melts my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that. Are we talking oxytocin or serotonin?
Oxytocin.
Oxytocin.
Yeah.
Okay,
but you're right, because it does increase serotonin when we exercise our dogs outside.
Okay, so oxytocin that I'm aware of is basically it's a postpartum drug that we use, particularly for milk letdown. Milk letdown.
Right, milk.
Also to help with if we're having difficulty for uterine contraction. That's where we use oxytocin.
And it's the same in humans. We release.
Well, I know that there's a study in humans whereby oxytocin is being used in postpartum depression. I'm not sure where it's got to. Again, I'm a vet.
I don't know on that either, but I just know that I love my dog.
I think I actually might have seen it on TED. They talk about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Okay.
He's all right now. He's settled down. Hey, mate.
He's just thinking, thank goodness I'm not having my anal gland. Not today anyway.
The joys of being a vet. The joys of being a vet. I look forward to that first morning anal gland expression.
Thank you, Les.
Maybe I need a
Thank you. Thank you.